Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So today we got some big Brandon Scherff news. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content and turn the notifications on to never miss a video. So Ian Rappaport reported that the Redskins have franchise tagged Brandon Scherff after attempting to do a long-term deal. So this was somewhat expected. We were thinking that it might change due to the new CBA being like there's different contract or different cap space, and maybe they're going to figure out a deal. But they, for now, have franchise tag Brandon Scherff. They can still work on a deal before the season starts, so don't panic yet. This before, like a couple weeks ago, when it was reported that they were going to do it, it was reported that's about a $16 million cap hit. So that is a huge hit. But I think it is essential that we keep him because if we lose Sheriff and Trent Williams, that's our two best linemen, and our line with Haskins would be terrible. So I think this is a good move for now. Try to get a long-term deal done, about 15 mil per year, a little less, a little more, whatever you want, around that range to make him the highest paid guard in the NFL. Because every year when there's a new guard or whatever, new good player at the position, he's going to become the highest paid. So we got to make Sheriff one of the at least one of the highest paid if he's going to or sign a long term deal with us, because we can't do another franchise tag with him next year because it's going to be like a lot more. I don't know the exact, but it's probably going to be more than 20 million. So I do not think that this. I think JP Finley reported earlier that Brandon Scherff will not play on a franchise tag this season, or else he doesn't think he will. So most likely there will be a long term deal done before the season officially starts. That's just what I think. Like I said, probably around 15 mil a year, 4 year, 15 mil a year deal. So let's go look at how this affects our cap space. We have 61 million right now in cap space. So let's go add a free agent, and let's go add Brandon Scherff. And for now, it's 16 mil a year. Could be subject to change with the CBA, but that puts us at 45 mil in cap space. But that's obviously before the Ryan Kerrigan, hopefully his restructure, and that's before the Trent Williams restructure, or not restructure, trade, hopefully. So if let's just get rid of Trent Williams right here. Obviously, we're not going to release him, but I'm just going to do it on this because they don't trade draft picks. We release him, and we gain 12.5 million cap space. So we'll still have around $57 million in cap space once we sign Brandon Scherff and trade Trent Williams. That's probably around what we're going to have. So that's enough to sign either a really good cornerback or a couple decent cornerbacks, a tight end, and maybe a linebacker. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully we can get a deal done so it lowers that cap number to 15 per year. But for now, I do think that at least until, if something doesn't develop in the next couple of days, I think it's just going to be a while before we get an extension. Also, some Trent Williams news is that it's not. I think teams are going to be willing to give us. Yesterday it was reported that they probably won't be willing to give us a second round pick, but then the sources kind of backtracked on that and said that they are willing to give up a second round pick. It's just they don't want to give up. They have to get a reasonable deal done with Trent Williams before. And I think if Trent Williams knows that we're not going to trade for him. We're not going to trade him unless we get a good contract or a good, like a second round pick or higher. He doesn't want to stay here no matter what. Then he's probably going to take a couple million off his demand and maybe make it like 18 or 19. I'll read what he said here. To be clear, as Mike Garofalo noted, teams aren't yet willing to meet the Redskins' asking price for a second-round pick for Trent Williams, but I'm getting the sense they'd be flexible there if Williams reaches a reasonable deal with another team. So pretty much, it's really Trent Williams' like decision if he wants to go for a little cheaper deal. Like, I don't know what he's asking for, but probably around 20 or more. So if he goes to like 17 or 18 mil a year, he's going to have to sacrifice for that if he wants to go to a better team or If he doesn't, he's gonna be stuck with us, and there's no way if we don't trade him, he's gonna be there. He has to play. Like I know he might sit out another year, but there's no way he sits out for 2 years, loses about $30 million, and not only that, but if he sits out for 2 straight years, teams are not even going to be close to giving him 15 million per year. Teams are probably going to give him around 12 mil per year at max instead of his what he wants right now is 18. He or more than 8, like 20. He could probably get 16 to 18 mil around right now, but if he sits out a full another year, he's not going to get nearly that amount. And yeah, so that's why I see like if we can get a third and another third, then I would think about that. But if we only get a third, then what I would do is just force him to well, he's gonna have to play with us, and if he wants to sit out, then let him sit out, and we'll get a third round comp or fourth round comp pick the next year, compensatory pick next year. And best case scenario, if he stays, right? If he's like if he stays next year, I mean this is obviously not the best case scenario for a trade, but like just if he stays next year, plays with us, helps Dwayne Haskins develop, and we get a third round pick for him when he leaves, that would be ideal because we get the third round pick and also get by another year for Trent Williams to or for us to get a replacement for Trent Williams. Like we could draft a second round tackle or something like that. And honestly, what we could do is this is a little outside the box, but we could draft a second round tackle this or maybe third round or second round tackle this year if we trade up and without trading Trent Williams, obviously keep Trent Williams, right, and have him start the first like I don't know whatever 8 games before the trade deadline, help develop that left tackle, and then if the left tackle is ready, trade Trent, get that second or third round pick because there's going to be teams that are desperate, like the Browns were at the trade deadline. They reportedly give up a second and a third. Then you can trade him and start that left tackle that we drafted. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about Brandon Scherff getting franchise tagged. Do you think we can get a long-term deal done? And also, what do you think about this Trent Williams stuff? He just has like this contract thing is just we got to get it over with. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.